on vote number 30, Science and Technology Appropriation Bill.
The Minister of Science and Technology. As the Minister walks to the podium, I would like to welcome all of you who are the Minister's guests on the gallery. You are welcome, but some housekeeping matters is that even if you may be very excited about issues that are happening here, you are not allowed to participate. Thank you very much. Over to you, Minister.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. Chairperson, honorable members, guests in the gallery, welcome to you all and good afternoon. I'm especially pleased this afternoon to welcome back our Deputy Minister Gamagwaza Msibi. We're most happy. Chairperson, I'm pleased to report that the Department of Science and Technology is one of 3 national departments that achieved a clean audit for the 2014-15 financial year. We hope to do as well in the next audit outcomes report. In the 2015-16 budget speech, honorable members may recall that I announced several priorities, and I will report on some of them today. I announced 20 new research chairs designated for women applicants, as only 35 out of 150 South African research chairs in our SARCI program were held by women at the time. I'm pleased to report to the House that the department exceeded that target. 42 new research chairs were awarded to successful women applicants, raising the percentage of women as SARCI chairholders from 23% to 39%. Clearly, we must still do more to address this inequality. In addition, 2 United Kingdom South Africa bilateral research chairs have been awarded for research into food security, one co-hosted by the Universities of the Western Cape and Pretoria, and the other based at the Nelson Mandela Metropolitan University. I'm very pleased to report that the SKA Human Capital Program, aimed at developing a new generation of young researchers and engineers, has grown from strength to strength. And if honorable members had had the opportunity to visit our exhibition today, they would have met some of those young engineers, young information scientists, and others who are beneficiaries of the initiative. This initiative was started with an intake of just 9 students 11 years ago and has supported 730 students and researchers from undergrad to postgraduate level up to this date. The first 16 meerkat antennae will be ready for science by the 30th of June 2016 this year, and we will have 21 antennae in place. Fewer than planned, but enough to allow scientists to begin to do their research work. In 2016, over 1 billion rand will be invested in the construction work of the meerkat, as well as in providing for square kilometer array project costs. I'd like at this moment to welcome Dr. Rob Adam, who is the new director of the SKA office. Welcome, Dr. Adam, and we wish you well in your work. I also wish to express our sincere gratitude and thanks to Mr. SKA, Dr. Bernie Vanneroff. I hope he is here. He is now going into retirement, but it's a semi-retirement because we will continue to draw on him to assist us in executing this very important infrastructure project. I also would like to welcome Dr. Molapo Kobela, the brand new CEO of the National Research Foundation. I hope he is here, as well as Professor Crane Sudeen, who is the new CEO of the Human Sciences Research Council. Our department is working hard to position South Africa and the continent as a hub of research excellence with world-class facilities, particularly for multi-wavelength astronomy. This financial year, a strategy on multi-wavelength astronomy will be finalized which seeks to consolidate optical, radio, and gamma-ray astronomy facilities under a single astronomy sub-agency in the National Research Foundation. In support of this consolidated approach, I have approved a recommendation from the NRF to merge the Hartebees Hoek Radio Astronomy Observatory and the SKA project into a new South African Radio Astronomy Observatory. This is part of our strategy to expand the research infrastructure in South Africa and ensure that we have all our infrastructure housed under appropriate institutional frameworks that allow us to continue to do quality science. I announced, honorable members, in 2015 that we would develop a global knowledge partnership program to enable South African PhD students to train abroad, and we are finalizing agreements with a number of international partners who are interested in this new strategy of ours. I announced as well the DST's continued investment through PALCOM in the Fluorochemical Expansion Initiative. PALCOM is making good progress in this expansion initiative, and the DST continues to fund the initiative through our 45 million multi-year grant that we announced last year. Success in this initiative, which I have no doubt will occur, is going to allow PALCOM to develop promising new technologies and fluorochemical products, and to double their turnover from the current 400 million rand per annum to over 900 million rand by 2020. Our strategic investment in developing a disruptive and novel technology to produce titanium metal powder continues. We have redesigned the pilot plant through the CSIR to restart test runs from October 2016. In 2015, I announced the introduction of the Sector Innovation Fund program. Overall, the program has attracted 53.6 million of new private sector co-funding for the 139 million that the government is investing. Honorable members, Chairperson, we meet today in a context where we're confronted by many opportunities and challenges. Vision 2030, our national development plan, states that we need to create 11 million jobs in the next 15 years and to give impetus to our growth aspirations by making sure that we make effective use of innovation, science, and technology to create new enterprises and to increase the number of knowledge workers in South Africa. It is against this set of strategic objectives that I present the 2016-2017 budget of the Department of Science and Technology. Our budget, Chairperson, for this financial year is 7.4 billion rand, which I'm sad to say is the same as it was for the financial year 2015-16. South Africa is not investing enough in science, technology, and innovation. If, Chairperson and honorable members, we do not change this trend, we will be overtaken by nations that have less capacity and knowledge resources than we have. Our failure to address this funding of this sector is causing us to neglect several opportunities that could offer South Africa talent, new products, and real contributions to growth. However, despite this inadequacy, the department is making good progress in building a strong national innovation system. There are several areas of science in which I believe we could do much more, in which I believe we could create new industries, new products, new services. But to do this, we require more financial resources. On the subject of knowledge and innovation for the youth, we fund a number of initiatives directed at improving the education and socioeconomic status of young people. Science and technology, we believe, can play an effective role in addressing the challenges that they face. In 2015-16, we supported 1,276 youth through the Technology Innovation Agency. This includes support for 52 youth-owned SMMEs, 951 youth-owned SMMEs which receive support from our Technology Stations program, and 273 individuals trained through the Innovation Skills Development program. 85 of these young people received international training. This is but a drop in the ocean. If we had more resources, we could be developing many more thousands of young people. The department plans to host an inaugural youth assembly on the knowledge economy this year. The assembly will provide a forum for young people to learn how to establish businesses utilizing technology and innovation, how to create social enterprises using advances in technology and knowledge. As a department, we have allocated 20 million rand as part of our Operation Phakisa Oceans Economy contribution to support aquaculture activities in marginalized coastal communities with a specific focus on women and young people. We will also build on the successes of MLab Southern Africa, a mobile solutions laboratory and startup accelerator designed to help young ICT entrepreneurs. We will do this through an allocation of a further 6 million rand, which will allow us to expand the initiative beyond Gauteng and the Western Cape to the Northern Cape, Limpopo, and KwaZulu-Natal. We also want to do more to reach young people in Soweto, Mamelodi, and Soshanguve. Last year, more than 2 million young people participated in our DST-led science engagement activities, coordinated through our agency, SASTA. We will, in addition, spend 30 million rand on the construction of a science center in Kofimbaba, Eastern Cape, and we will have a sod turning ceremony to which you are all welcome during the Youth Month in June. Chairperson, our square kilometer array project continues to support learners from Carnarvon to study tertiary level engineering and science. We have 5 successful learners from Carnarvon in our gallery today: Anva Adams, Kyle Henderson, Jonathan de Klerk, Sidwell Abdul, and Bradley Bosman. These honorable members, these 5 pupils scored exemptions in mathematics and physical sciences in the 2015 National Senior Certificate exams, following support through the SKA program. This was the best ever performance we've had in mathematics and science from Carnarvon High School. This year, the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research will support 50 students through the Data Science Skills Development Program. Last year, 33 third-year computer science, electrical engineering, and statistics students were trained. Students in this program provide data-related business solutions to a range of stakeholders, including government, departments, as well as the private sector. We will continue to look at developing our internship program with the Da Vinci Institute, through which we had placed unemployed graduates at some of the technology top 100 companies. Since 2012, we have placed more than 170 young people, and the majority of them have found permanent employment once they've gone through this internship program. Chairperson, I firmly believe that innovation can play a very, very vital role in improving local service delivery and addressing challenges facing local governments. Our department will continue work we've begun with other departments and local authorities through forging partnerships and providing technical support to demonstrate, customize, and assess innovative service delivery technologies. Through demonstrations and testing, the department has already produced several evidence-based knowledge products that support decision-making and the provision of public services in areas such as improved water quality, sanitation, energy, and housing. Notable successes in the last financial year include the finalization of a bioenergy atlas and the development of a sanitation technology evaluation and assessment database and tool. So innovation, I believe, is clearly crucial for local economic development. We need to move toward using knowledge for development rather than brainstorming. The department invests in pilot projects to optimize the role of science and technology in the creation of sustainable livelihoods, including initiatives towards the community-based processing of traditional medicines, cosmeceuticals, and nutraceuticals. Honorable members know that each year we will talk about this domain because it has such immense potential that we must always refer to it in each one of our budgets as we develop capacity. I'd like to acknowledge in that regard some important partners from Guyana in Limpopo. Here today are Hosi Ngove, Ms. Petra Tablanche, Mr. Tembani Sitole, Ms. Kongisa Tandi Chabalala, and Ms. Aniki Ngosi Shiviti. I hope they are here in the gallery. There they are. They are involved in the Hihangile project, which, after collaborative studies on indigenous plants conducted by scientists and traditional healers, led to improvements in the production process of commercially viable mosquito-repellent candles. And honorable members, I can tell you, these candles work. The department was responsible for the initial pilot, and the Department of Trade and Industry affiliated South African Essential Oils Business Incubator has been engaged to assist Hihangile to transition into a business by providing incubation services, quality assurance skills and services, and commercial and market linkages. I'm sure, honorable members, that you will agree that Hihangile is a good illustration of innovation for sustainable local economic development. We have, as a department, a number of initiatives that support our local municipalities apart from these. We continue to collaborate with district municipalities to build and strengthen science capacity to advance local economic development. In the last year, we formalized cooperation with the South African Local Government Association and the Department of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs. Science and technology will also provide a further 14 million rand investment to support agro-processing in distressed municipalities such as Greater Tzaneen and Greater Guyana, both in Limpopo and Insigayetu in Kofimbaba. Young people and women will be specifically targeted for support. Our department will also continue to collaborate with SALGA through a partnership with the Water Research Commission on the WADA Technology Demonstration Program. 12.8 million has been allocated for the implementation of the Water Research Development and Innovation Roadmap. We will pilot a grassroots innovation initiative in 2016 with a 2 million investment, which will focus on supporting innovators and technology entrepreneurs in the informal sector and in marginalized communities. We will also assist municipalities in creating innovation centers that will work with all our agencies, local universities, and the private sector. These partnerships will enable us to identify and tackle local and national problems. Chairperson, our department's strategic objective is to increase the capacity and contribution of the national innovation system to our country's economic health. Key interventions include support for human capital development as well as research infrastructure. An amount of 4.2 billion rand is allocated to our research, development and support branch. In 2016, we invest 741 million in supporting 14,500 postgraduate students. We are the largest funder of postgraduate students in the country. Our support for the provision of access to research, development and innovation infrastructure across the NSI is a crucial contribution to this area of work. Funding is provided in our budget to support the development of the South African infrastructure roadmap through an amount of 180 million to prioritize national research infrastructure needs. We also fund the National Integrated Cyber Infrastructure System through an allocation of 273 million rand. The CSIR will award a regional Tier 2 data node and a national teaching and training program for e-skills to 2 consortia of universities and research institutions next month. A significant amount is going to be invested in big data, moving South Africa further on its path to becoming a knowledge economy. It is estimated that we need between 23,000 to 31,000 specialists with deep analytics and big data skills by 2018. Hence, we are moving in this regard. To support our Center for High Performance Computing, we've just had the installation of a new supercomputer to provide 1,000 teraflops, which is 1 petaflop. I have no idea what all this means, of computing power to researchers, teraflops, petaflops. The facility was upgraded to meet the growing demand for use by university and industrial researchers. A young computing engineering student was explaining this teraflops and petaflops to me this morning, and he said, "You see, Minister, researchers are working very hard," and he was using his arms like this, "and they are producing a lot of data, and we need a lot of power to analyze the data." I suppose that's what petaflops refers to. The center, our Center of High Performance Computing, honorable members, is a member of the International SKA Science Data Processing Consortium. And with funding from the department, it is also supporting our 8 African SKA partner countries in this very initiative. SKA remains a major platform for cutting-edge innovation in domains such as supercomputing, high-speed transmission and processing of massive data sets. We will also continue supporting the South African National Research Network, which has grown to over 1,100 kilometers of dark fiber and 3,500 kilometers of managed bandwidth, connecting more than 200 sites from Thohoyandou to Cape Town. This includes all the main campuses of all South African universities and most public research institutions, as well as global projects such as the Square Kilometre Array and the Meerkat. In order to fund selective responses for the first call for proposals to address the funding gap of multi-institutional projects for medium to large infrastructure initiatives, which cost in excess of 10 million rand, we will be issuing a call for proposals in this financial year, again adding to our support for significant research infrastructure in South Africa. We have 2 innovation branches in our department: Socioeconomic Innovation Partnerships and Technology Innovation. They're allocated 2.7 billion rand in this financial year. The President announced in his State of the Nation address the establishment of the state-owned company Ketapela to build South Africa's capacity to manufacture active pharmaceutical ingredients for key HIV medicines and other drugs within the health sector. In the next 3 years, we allocate 5.2 million rand for the operational costs of the now established Ketapela company while working on the big build initiatives and the technology development for the manufacture of APIs. This initiative will create jobs, It will ensure transfer of technology. It will reduce our technology balance of payments in pharmaceuticals and improve the delivery of high-quality medicines for the treatment of high-burden diseases such as cancer, tuberculosis, and HIV. Kitlapila branded antiretroviral tablets will be provided from the beginning of 2017 in partnership with a private sector partner in public health facilities from 2017. Several of the initiatives that I announced in previous budget speeches and in this one are now integrated into government's 9-point plan. The initiatives create new industries for us or expand existing industries. These include research and development-led industrial initiatives in hydrogen fuel cells, in composites, as well as in additive manufacturing. We've invested over 105 million rand through the Technology Localization Program to support 147 South African manufacturing companies. We're absolutely thrilled to indicate that a number of the companies we've supported have been able to secure major contracts in local projects in South Africa. 20 firms, which we had supported to the amount of 25 million rand, have secured more than 162 million rand in contracts due to the technology capabilities they developed with our support. We will carry out a full assessment impact of all the companies we have supported in order to draw lessons and identify where we should focus to build even greater success. Our Technology Stations program, which provides broad-based technology support to small and medium enterprises and industry through 18 technology stations attached to our universities of technology, is also doing excellent work. In the past year, these 18 stations have provided more than 2,000 SMEs the ability to enhance their technology, their skills, and their products. And this, again, is an initiative that we intend to strengthen because of the important impact it is having. We intend to expand it to Mpumalanga and the Northwest Province in this financial year, leveraging competencies and training facilities to help increase employment in the 24 to 34 years age group. We also are working on next generation additive manufacturing capacity and developing the AeroSwift machine, which many of the members are aware of. The addition of a new laser source has enabled the AeroSwift CSIR team to develop solutions to the main technical challenges that they identified in the past financial year. We intend to develop a commercialization strategy for AeroSwift, with revenue streams envisaged for the local manufacturing of components for the aerospace, automotive, medical, and dental sectors. This technology, developed by our South African researchers, has generated interest from international aerospace original equipment manufacturers, and AeroSwift is included in the technology roadmaps of these companies. We also have wonderful partnerships with industry on ICT innovation, and these have led to very impressive results. We have partnerships with IBM, SAP South Africa, Nokia, with Intersight Asset Investments, Cisco South Africa, and MLab. Some 451 million has been leveraged from industry partners for South African ICT research, development, and innovation through these partnerships. And in this financial year, a further 24 million has been made available to continue with existing partnerships and to attract new private sector investment. Last month, I was pleased to launch a 3-ton prototype hydrogen fuel cell forklift and refueling station at the Impala Refining Services, developed in partnership with the HSRC Systems Center of Competence located at the University of the Western Cape and the University of Cape Town. The aim of this is to produce an energy-efficient transportation mode for the mining sector. I've received very positive feedback on this initiative, And working with HSRC, Impala Platinum plans to convert its entire fleet of 35 forklifts to fuel cell power. This will reduce the use of electricity from the grid. Similarly, working with the City of Johannesburg, we've launched a hydrogen fuel cell pack at Windsor East Clinic in Randburg, which provides backup power for preservation of vaccines in its pharmacy's refrigerators. A catalyst developed at our HSRC Center of Competence has performed well in comparison with commercial products. Should we successfully commercialize it, it has the potential to bring in 2 billion rand for the country through the catalysis market. Chairperson, these are some of the successes we have marked as the system of science, technology, and innovation in South Africa. We do a lot of work in the international domain. We are investing in South Africa. We believe we can invest in youth. We believe we can turn around local government economic development. And I commit our budget and our strategic initiatives to this honorable House. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Minister.